have you heard of the new Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday? Well, Doctor Doom's coming to the MCU. Yeah, but Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom, but he's Tony Stark. Yeah, like Tony Stark, superior Iron Man and stuff. But he's planning to kill Loki to grab his multiversal powers. But Doctor Doom is just like a Tony Stark variant, basically. That's how the story is gonna be. He's a half and half guy. Do it for the greater good. Insult. Throw it. Survive. People.
What the fuck? Sorry, a sandstorm? I don't know.
War.
Fucking good enough. What's it?
Need to run Windows on your Mac? Parallels Desktop makes it simple to integrate Windows apps into your macOS workflow. Install Windows in minute.
He seen fit to allow Anakin to lead
invasion rather than holding the frontline worlds of the Republic. And that is going to be up here at Muddlinst. As you guys suggested in the comments on the last episode, for multiple episodes probably at this point, we should probably scout before we actually attack. So we send a Jedi Sentinel up here, and you can see what we are going to be facing here. They're going to have turbo laser towers. That's going to suck. Tier 2, that's going to suck. And they also have a droid factory, so there's going to be a lot of infantry. So that's the first thing we're going to do today, and then there is a lot in the comments that we need to cover, and we need to take a look at the results of last episode's poll question. So all of that and more, but that'll be when we return. Has unlocked artillery, so I queued up some of the
Having some fun with Sith Empire. So, will you be willing to add in those planetary cards to Yu-Gi-Oh, or you want to see it until later? You have to like playtest those new cards first, basically, right? Yeah. So, like a Yu-Gi-Oh's playtesting stream in the future. And it's being like dumped again. It, that's happened to me like one time. I just like tried to just reset Twitch thing, just resetting. Hmm. For the planetary archetype, it's part of like a special lore, like it connected with the seasons archetype I'm making. So, like it's like a deck like summon integration summon it's the Titan God, Asterius or something. I forgot the one who makes storms and stuff. Yeah, it's funny. Which Digimon you see? How's the card game? How's the card game portion? Have you reached in the card game area? Yeah, the worst part. Wow. Have you ever tested? You finished testing the Hell Divers yet, Super? Mm. Symbol of Loot Ninjas. That's the most funny one. Steel spell trap card. I feel that one's the worst one. Yeah, because you can. Yeah, take control of spell. Doing the main phase two and the current turn, skip the end phase, so you do draw two. This one is better. One pass turn. One pass turn is much more better than Symbol of Loot Ninja. Uh-huh. Nah. Can Symbol of Loot Ninja steal the bad? Draw two is good. Mm, so you can like end the current turn. I mean, you change it into the battle phase or something, right? Change it to at the start. Change it to at the start of your draw phase instead. Basically, hmm you like it? In what deck, by the way? Mm. Link summon Neptune. or Uranus. Take the halo, or you can steal the halo map effect. Hmm. No. Maybe like skip your, or maybe change it to skip your battle phase to make it fair. Just like skip your battle phase. Like start with symbol of loot ninja and then one part's turn. Just do three card effects at the same time. Watchman too, or no? Mm. Wow. But funny, that's normal in the show. Huh. Hmm. Wow. 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 Yeah. Wow. Can you ride on like Legismon? Uh, who else can you ride besides those two? How's the Digivolution stuff doing? Airjamon. Mm. Wow, Airjamon Digivolution. That's no fun. How expensive is the Digivolution for the two Ultimate? Omni Shoutmon, Zuba Eaglemon, and Gargamon? Really? And Garchomp. Is the one under Gargamon is gold Gargam gold something mon Gargamon, right? The one under the one under the Gargamon. Omni Shaman. Mm, yeah, agent level. Wow. Are there any new Digimon like besides the ones from Hackers Memory? Angemon, Centaurismon, Centaurismon. Uh, wow. It's like wow. Conchessmon, Pongofenmon. Wow. Wow, it's so crazy. You can just do like you can go to the digital lab right now. It's so easy. But that stream on. Yep. Omni shop online. The magnet Digimon. Hmm. X, what's X odds? A gun? A human killing a Digimon? Skill, night moon, night bomb. When so wow, huh? Bone force. Turbo stinger. It's like I forgot Goblimon is vaccine type, right? Goblimon. Digivolve to Ogamon. Sure. Mini scissors. Oh. What is it actually? Character voices Chinese? Japanese? Wow. What is the Digimon deck? Silver. What is the Digimon deck? I think so. A Magnet Digimon, Kawagabon, Living Line. Uh, Eat him. Are you a Yeomon? A track. Wow. That's mini Stitch Claw. A track Echo. Clockmon. A machine because it is a clock machine. Wow. I think you're so excited, Silver, for the Digimon archetype. A million, 1 million Digimon, 1 million, is it like that damn mod for forbidden memories? Yeah. Super Egomon, Choshinka. Digital. Like that. Wow. Hmm. Omnimon, Omnishockmon. It's but not Engine Woman is yeah. Man Nightmon. Like wow. Who is Hagumon, right? Or Solomon? Uh Gajumon. Why's Gajumon? Uh what? Hey, hey, and funny. Why is it Gajumon silver? And funny, why is Gajumon silver for some reason? Why's Gajumon silver? Number number yeah. Wow. Wow. Lord Nightmare. Wow. You want like a Belosman? Is it are they like Belosman blast balls, right? Yeah. Ma- wow. My oldest smart. Wow. Blipmon can lick him. Wow. Raymond. Wow. Really? Wow. Wow. No. Wow. Look at my screen over here. This is the Digit Blipmon is it can digivolve into Master Blipmon. There's a lot of Digimon. If you want to make no no. Hmm. Fasa. Wow. Silver. Look at my screen over here. Master Blipmon is so crazy. Evolve into Gundramon. Gundramon. Wait. Yeah. There you go. Uh-huh. Data, vaccine based data, and Pokemon. Really? Yeah. Here we are. Here's the type chart. Data strong against vaccine. Vaccine strong against virus. Virus stronger against data. Freeze neutral. Yeah. Gabu. I have the cheat sheet right here. Here we go. Shaman into mummy. This thing. Yeah. Here we are. Look. Here's our shaman's evolutions. Minotaurmon, Musayamon, Fugamon, Witchmon. I think its default evolution line is like into Fugamon. I think. I think. Yeah. I have a question for you. Do you recognize Volcanomon? Volcanomon into Pyrovolcanomon, Apollomon, Denkomon, Ventuleomon. Is the plan for? Yeah. Wow. Is wow. Is a plan for Lekismon to become Dianamon in the future? You absorb the data basically for the catching data, the scan rate. Good. Voila. And funny, why is the digital lab already open right now? Now, like in Cyber Sleuth. This was like portable digital lab, like the of the Digivolution area, basically. But some other game is not in the menu. You go to a new location. Windows or it is Mabaman. Where are you? Yes, yes. What? Wow. We actually could get Millennium on in this game. Magna Kidmon. Godman. Leviathan. Millennium, the ultimate composite Digimon. For Machine Jamon. Chimera. Where are you? Machine Jogress. God Hammer. Chimera. Here's a funny question. How will we make Chimera into Yu-Gi-Oh? The ultimate Jogress. Ultimate Jogress. Look over here. This is how it digivolve into Chimera. This is how you evolve into a Digimon from to Chimera. Deltamon, Kabuterimon, Greymon, Kawagamon, Garurumon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think this guy's one of my yeah. This is my favorite Digimon. Wow. Chronomon, DM. Ooh, what the hell is this? Hey, what the hell is this monster? Agio Chusmon. Dark. Butema. This looks crazy. Wow. Are you playing Minecraft with Midnight? Really? Are you scared of it? This is the one of the new Digimon. Agiosmon. Creepy lion Digimon. Yeah. Hmm. It exists actually. Hmm. Didn't want the shop mark. My next four. Didn't want the jet synchron. Money, money, money must be funny. The Reaper. Wow. Why am I in the Digimon? Oh, I remember now. That guy, that devil guy. Yeah. Good Digimon. Musai. Yodo. Good Digimon. Digimon. Good Digimon. Yesaya. Musayamon. Evolution. Hmm. I'm making the Digimon archive right now.
แต่สิ่งที่มีค่ามากกว่าตัวพี่ก็คือลูกที่เกิดจากพี่ต่างหาก
What did he say?
ลูกจากกูเนี่ยนะตัวนี้มันตั้งใจบังคับพี่ให้มีลูกเป็นผู้หญิงมา
What? What?
ผมมีความสามารถพิเศษแบบเดียวกับพี่ผมเป็นคนทำให้เซนที่หายไป
Oh no, let me get some.
เซนผู้หายเพราะอุบัติเหตุไม่ใช่ครับความสามารถพิเศษของผมอะคือการดูดซับพูดง่ายๆก็คือการแย่งพลังของคนอื่นมาเป็นของตัวเองผ่านการสัมผัสอะยิ่งผมใกล้ชิดกับใครเท่าไหร่อะผมก็ขโมยพลังของคนอื่นมาเป็นของตัวเองได้มากเท่านั้นอะทุกวันนี้ที่แผลกูหายดีแล้วอะแต่เซนส์กูไม่เหลือเนี่ยก็เป็นเพราะมึงเหรอผมคืนให้พี่ได้นะแค่ผมตายอะอะไรที่ผมแย่งมาจะกลับสู่เจ้าของโดยอัตโนมัติผมตายให้พี่ได้นะมึงอย่ามาล้อเล่นนะชาลีมึงอย่าคิดนะต่อให้เซนกูไม่เหลือเนี่ยกูคือพิษเดฟความสามารถพิเศษอะไรอย่างกูไม่จำเป็นหรอก ญิงแม่ของโทนี่คือใครอ่ะกูก็ไม่รู้มาคุณพีทไงไม่ใช่พี่อีหญิงแม่ของโทนี่คือพี่เวหยุดไม่เป็นไรครับกูก็แม่ของโทนี่คือพี่เวมึงไม่ต้องกลัวแล้วแบบเดี๋ยวเราก็จะกลับไปใช้ชีวิตกันแค่กลับไปมีครอบครัวกับกูแค่นั้นก็เชื่อคนอย่างมันเนี่ยนะเอาไหมหัวเราอ่ะต้องเป็นหน่อม้าด้วยผมก็แค่คิดเล่นๆนะพี่บอกยังไงไปก่อนนะผมมาชาลี
Cringemon.
That 60 dragon fire by the second week of the season. Okay. Well, at least you got Book of Life and Heavy Storm. Second Book of Life. Interesting. If you intend to Heavy Storm, oh well, I guess you got Chiron's effect. You got rid of, you know what? You got rid of Premature Burial with that. That was a good play. Sadly, you had no good monster to lose. I also started Heavy Storm, which gives us some advantage. Sadly, no card. If I can't use my. Wait a minute, I don't like this. Thin out our deck as best as possible in their hand, which even then they can top deck a spell, so wouldn't even be the best play. I think I'm just gonna go with Spirit Reaper. They'll struggle to kill it. Oh no. Well, at least I know now that if we try to Heavy Storm, we're gonna pay the ultimate price. Oh wait, no, you can Heavy Storm right now. Yeah, because they don't have and now you can kill Chiron. Okay, you don't have any cards to kill Chiron either. If you had a card, though, it'd be a good time to kill Chiron. She has no hand. Jasmine is brick, so even though he has a good card, we have to use that. I can't play Miracle. Oh wait, I can. I can play Miracles. The odds of them getting the card are super low. Let's get the Broncos Goddess. Rampaging right at Synthesis. Alright, Air Force is usable unless she Skull Servant. Unless she top decks. I need to top deck King of the Skull Servant now. A super lucky top deck of that would be great. She didn't top deck a spell. Okay, there we go. We're back in the duel. If she did, we'd be screwed. I can't use Spirit. I was gonna say if it's a useless card, we can Spirit Reaper it, but that's not gonna happen. Alright. Yeah, I don't see any of these cards going in. We don't want to give Yasmin a new hand. I don't care if he gets a new hand. Yasmin, oh, he got us. Oh, wait, that was a target. Yeah, what? I mean, yeah, that worked, but still. Okay, he's the one that gets a new hand. Yasmin is still useless, even though they got another Chiron. He got his trap. It's online. He got his trap card. Alright, I draw. Kill it. Crap, I need my partner to pull someone out. TT is his best chance. Okay, play a lot of traps and that'll mix him up. Gotta schmix him. Swords might work too. Okay, that's fine. And we want both. Well, I don't want Pyramid Turtle to die, but we'll take that death. Oh. No! Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's fine. At least we don't have to deal with Chiron anymore. And he was right. It wasn't worth the. You play too many spells and traps. I have to use TT. Even if I have to. Wait. But Pyramid Turtle. Wait. I don't have any Skull Servants in the grave, do I? I do not. Fine. Look, he's just gonna resummon it. I know he is, but this is the only way we can summon our boss. And I don't remember it being tossed from my hand. Oh, it's on the end of their turn. Opponent's end phase. And you think you're funny. Clown Zombie beats that. Clown Zombie literally beats that. But now if I see, well, actually, Spirit's still busted. Why would I summon Spirit of the Pharaoh? Partner? Why couldn't I summon my Spirit of the Pharaoh card? Wait, why couldn't we summon Spirit of the Pharaoh? I have Spirit of the Pharaoh. There's a problem here. I have Spirit of the Pharaoh, unless I lost it earlier. Oh, was it in my opening hand? No. No, I don't believe it was. Was it? I hope it wasn't. Please don't tell me it was. No, it wasn't. I have it in my deck. You saw me draw it in this episode. Where's my Spirit? These are just bricks if this doesn't work. I want to activate
all of the above right now.
Sarcophagus. What's Pharaoh? Didn't even give me a chance to activate that. I was not holding circle energy with the BIOS, so now this is just a straight up. What are you talking about? What? I run Spirit of the Pharaoh. You guys saw it in my deck. Also, that means that he has no target. The game is telling him he has no target, which is a lie. Why would Uncle Khan's on me in defense mode?
4,000.
Wait, I know he runs Spirit of the Pharaoh. Okay, well, I don't have any sponsor. Get out of my deck.
さてと、今日も町の復興のために頑張りますか。
少しずつやっていけばいい。
The literal with superpowered digital foods.
And the card does work. When we first did the vetoes, he was able to summon. He got to see the animation and everything. Two breaker deck out of blind. That was just ridiculous. Super unlucky. My partner drew one monster card and a bunch of traps. My opponent will probably get Chiron, so hopefully he hits card safe return. Don't TT, what are you doing? Oh, no read. Well, at least you got first sarcophagus, so we can actually really test this theory out. Yeah, we're gonna test the shit out of this theory. Alright, I draw. Oh, I can play my first sarcophagus and get some testing done too. Alright, I'm gonna summon Mizuki because if I die, I die.
Let's go.
Which stall card is it gonna be? I activate the first sarcophagus. I select the third sarcophagus. I activate the first sarcophagus. Oh, it was just a glitch. Okay, it was just a glitch. I don't know what made it happen, but sadly they got Messenger apiece, so this isn't gonna work. Still awesome monster. Looks really cool. I don't think we have any normal monsters in the grave, so I can't abuse card of safe return with this. Yeah, not much you can do there, buddy. We're kind of walled up. Yeah, so they could show that. I don't think he's gonna have a ton of money. Just do it now. I don't care. I play the first sarcophagus. I activate the first sarcophagus. I have a second sarcophagus, and my partner has a third. So he should be able to. Oh, Desolate is good right now. 1,000 there. Why? Why? Messenger of Peace is up. Dude, what are you doing? I guess we're gonna revive it anyway. As long as you survive the turn. That was so weird. That was a weird thing. And we're not going to get to C2. We are the strongest card on the field, though, so it's weird. If I let them keep that, they get draw power. Mizuki's death up. Alright, Foolish Burial. We have to ensure I Spirit of the Pharaoh's attack. Which we saw earlier in the Let's Play. Only a couple episodes ago.
He's quite literally a beetle because he's technically the pretty evolution of Kuwagama.
Like every day, and then I forget.
Which is just an
Is Yasmin on screen anymore because that took so long that I'm just done. I'm just done, guys. Just assume that I took out anything that he had not been using. And then I'll add stuff that still fit his deck. And apparently we just got glitched, so it's fine. Thank you, I will make your deck proper. Bye-bye, guys.
I'm fine with really fighting this giant Digimon if they could
The little girl found her mother's photo in the rich. In Avengers Doomsday, the fight between Doctor Doom and Thanos has already been leaked.
According to rumors, Doom will kill the strongest Avenger, Thor, right at the beginning of the movie. Not just Thor. Doom will brutally defeat the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and even the X-Men. That's when the Avengers realize if there's anyone powerful enough to stop Dr. Doom, it's only Thanos. So they decide to bring him back, because if you remember, in Endgame, Thanos wasn't actually killed. He disappeared, just like half the universe, which means he's still alive, and with the Infinity Stones, he can be revived. The Avengers revive Thanos and try to convince him to fight alongside them against Doom. But Thanos, with his classic arrogance, replies, "I don't need anyone. I can handle Doom alone." And when Thanos finally faces Doom, Dr. Doom lands a single punch and rips out his spinal cord. The Avengers stand frozen in shock, realizing Doom isn't just another villain. He's the end of everything. In Avengers...
Does your Pokemon float? I'm going to go ahead and say any Pokemon that is flying types and float, yes. Ditto technically can if it transforms into another Pokemon. But it can float.
Ditto cannot float because it can't float on its own.
Oh, thanks for that one. You didn't have to give that to me.
I mean, AI can now build an entire app in minutes, while the only...
I gave you one job to do.
You'll thank me for my job!
That's it. We're gonna get it up.
Oh my god, what did your problem? I didn't do yet. We got like 5 minutes. We didn't do this.
What's up, buddy? You can like hack into people's computers, right? Because there's this paper on my sister's computer. Password is iHeartTrain. Hey, Bernice. I need a favor.
Okay, it's time for our final presentation. Sue, where's Axel? Sue, where's Axel?
Ladies and gentlemen, the axe is back. Hey. Oh, Sue.
Dropped the resume, silly.
Okay, and do you have your report?
Of course. This is Sue. My name is Axel, and we will be your chefs today. Imagine yourselves in an Italian restaurant. How do you think something like this comes together?
I don't know.
I gave you one job to do.
Jeff, you have 6.
If your hair looks like that.
Assistant, boss, I really don't understand. Why did you bring me to this tiny roadside B&B when there are so many fancy restaurants on the way? Boss, just be patient for a while. You'll soon get your answer. Assistant, I'm really curious to know the reason. Boss, if you're that curious, then come inside. I'll end your curiosity right now. They both go inside the small restaurant. Boss, bring me your special chicken white handy and sesame oil naan. Waitress, right away, sir. After a few minutes, the waitress returns with the food. Waitress, here's your special order, Mr. William. Mr. William, thank you. He looks at his assistant and says, Mr. William, come on, start eating. Your curiosity will end soon. After finishing the meal, Mr. William asks for the bill. Waitress, sir, your total is $200. Mr. William pays the bill through his account and leaves the restaurant. A few moments later, Miss Ima receives a message. $10,000 received. Surprised, she quickly checks her phone and her eyes widen. She rushes outside, running after them. Miss Ima running behind them. Sir, you sent $10,000 instead of $200 by mistake. Please check again. Mr. William, smiling, that wasn't a mistake. I sent it on purpose. Miss Ima, on purpose? But why? May I know the reason? Mr. William, of course. 15 years ago, I came to the city with my little daughter to earn a living. I was completely broke, wandering around hopelessly. No one was ready to help us. My daughter was starving, and her condition was getting worse. We came to your restaurant back then. I remember asking you if we could eat the leftovers some customers had left on the table. You got angry at first and took the plates away. But when we were about to leave, you stopped us and said, "What's the taste in leftovers? I'll make you a fresh meal. I told you I didn't have money and I wasn't begging." And you gave me such a beautiful answer. Who asked you for money? I've worked long enough to know the difference between a beggar and someone who's just struggling. You served us your best dish that day and said, "If you need more, just ask." That day, my daughter and I ate to our heart's content for free, and I never forgot it. When we were leaving, you secretly gave us a food packet, and when we opened it, we found money inside. I was shocked. Miss Ama, emotionally. So, you're Mr. William. Honestly, I didn't recognize you at all. At that moment, another woman walks in angrily. Woman, what kind of drama is this, Ama? Miss Ama, I promise you, I'll clear all your dues by this week. Woman, angrily. Every week you say the same thing. Lies, lies, and more lies. Mr. William, ma'am, please tell me how much she owes you. I'll transfer it right now. The woman opens her account and says, "Send it here." Miss Ama, stopping him. "No, please, I can't accept such a big favor." Mr. William, you helped me way beyond your capacity back then. Today, I'm in a position to return that kindness, and this is nothing compared to what you did. Please Please don't refuse me. Woman, I just want my money. I'm leaving. Miss Ama, fine. I'll accept your help, but only on one condition. I'll take it as a loan, not a favor. Mr. William, if you want to call it a loan, I have no objection. But remember, no matter how much I give, I can never truly repay the kindness you showed me 15 years ago. Miss Ama, turning to the audience, no matter what happens in life, never let go of...
They were both on a plane when her phone rang a call that changed everything. She was told to get married immediately, or she would lose her position as CEO of her family's company. Panicking, she glanced around, and her eyes landed on him.
On the wedding day, the groom unexpectedly turned around and placed the ring on the bridesmaid's hand. Seeing this... What's the problem? Your gym muscles don't work for real life. This girl was born with a strange ability. Because of it, her father walked out on the family. The stress became so overwhelming for her mother that she nearly took her own daughter's life. To understand how things got this bad, we have to go back to when Chais was little. Ever since she was born, Chais attracted supernatural creatures.
Dr. Doom main reason for kidnapping Franklin has finally revealed. Doom was never really a villain. He became a villain because of the Avengers' carelessness and arrogance. Avengers Doomsday will be fully based on incursions, where one universe crashes into another and gets destroyed. Doom universe will also be one of them. When Doom finds out that these incursions are actually happening because of the Avengers, he will go hunting them. His first target will be Captain America, because he started it all. Then Doom will go for Monica, who was trapped in the X-Men universe, and because of her incursions happened. But when Doom sees the X-Men there, he will send Sentinels to attack them. After that, Doom will go to hunt Doctor Strange, Wanda, and America Chavez. But then Doom will realize that if he keeps hunting them one by one, it will take too much time. So he will decide to destroy the whole multiverse and create just one universe. And to do that, he will need someone capable of creating the universe. So Doom will kidnap Franklin because only Franklin can create a universe. Dr. Doom main reason...
Wait, hey, stop, wait! You don't even have the bear! Actually, it was only one guy. Sorry, I'm late. Actually, my train was late. Well, the second one, the first one I did miss, but that was my cab driver's fault. I've got this great traffic app, and he thought that he was right. But I'm here now, though.
Great. Who the hell are you?
And do your parents know that you're here? Barry Allen, from the Central City Police Department. I'm with the Crime Scene Investigation Unit. We're working on a case with some similar unexplained elements in Central City. So when the report of your robbery came over the wire, my captain sent me up here.
And you think one guy ripped through this door like it was tinfoil?
One very strong guy, yeah. It takes about 1,250 foot-pounds of torque to break someone's neck. See the marks on the guard's neck? The bruising pattern suggests the killer used only one hand. I'm guessing you don't know how hard it is to break someone's neck. Hmm? No, no idea. Damn. Wait, hey, stop, wait! You don't even have the bear! Actually, it was only one guy. Sorry, I'm late. Actually, my train was late. Well, the second one, the first one I did miss, but that was my cab driver's fault. I've got this great traffic app, and he thought that he was right. But I'm here now, though, so...
Great. Who the hell are you?
And do your parents know that you're here? Barry Allen, from the Central City Police Department. I'm with the Crime Scene Investigation Unit. We're working on a case with some similar unexplained elements in Central City. So when the report of your robbery came over the wire, my captain sent me up here.
And you think one guy ripped through this door like it was tinfoil?
One very strong guy, yeah. It takes about 1,250 foot-pounds of torque to break someone's neck. See the marks on the guard's neck? The bruising pattern?
She fired me thinking I was just a data...
Hey guys, it's Fer. I didn't forget about this channel. I know.
Throw it as...
No one.
The woman was in a hurry to drive to a blind date, but halfway there, a spoiled rich young man blocked her way, simply because her car was more luxurious than his. The scheming girl in his past... What's the matter?
Something's wrong with my sample.
Minecraft... Which Spider-Man?
The girl held held a stack of prenuptial agreements. She went to the home of her fiancé, whom she had never met before. She found that her fiancé's house was actually filled with photos of herself. The girl couldn't believe the fact right in front of her. Suddenly she...
A mycelium block, then a grass block. Which one's gonna spread the most? I'm thinking the mycelium, but oh my gosh, bro, the grass is already off to a really good start. The mycelium is spreading too, but oh my gosh, come on, hurry up. The grass is going fast, bro. Come on, the mycelium's gonna catch up though. There we go. Now it's going a lot faster, bro. Can actually win this. Bro, they're pretty much exactly even. This is gonna be insanely close. Yo, it's almost done. This is the last corner, bro. Come on. Please hit a mycelium. A mycelium.
For 20, the parents deceived the man into donating his kidney to his younger brother, and to raise money for his brother's expensive surgery, he turned down an invitation from a top university.
I need options on.
Hinata. Yeah, you went 4 times faster than you have ever been. After running some comparative data, it appears that you, reverse flash, and zoom are moving your legs at essentially the same speed.
Why are they so much faster than me?
Best I can tell, with each stride, their feet spend less time on the ground, thus propelling them forward much faster.
By almost 30%. Alright, well, I gotta make up that difference somehow. If there's anybody that's figured out the key to getting faster without being it's him.
And the key to running faster, tachyon enhancement. If you follow its instructions, it will enhance the speed force in your system. Run faster.
How do you feel?
Different. Let's see how long it takes you to get back here. You just annihilated your own record.
Yeah, you went 4 times faster than you have ever been. Yeah, you went 4 times faster than you have ever been.
The man lived an honest life, never committing a single evil deed. He truly believed he'd enter heaven after death, but when he finally reached the gates of heaven, an angel told him they were already closed. She said, "Come back in 100 years to apply." The man explained he was only a little late, not that he didn't deserve to enter. He begged the angel to make an exception. The angel grew annoyed, warning him to leave quickly and not keep her from clocking out. That's when the man did something bold. He yanked down the angel's diaper. Furious, the angel decided to teach him a lesson. She pretended to take him to heaven, but while no one was looking, she flew off and slammed him down toward hell. Down in hell, the devil had just finished his shift too. He was about to head home when the man dropped right in front of him. Enraged, the devil kicked him back up to heaven. The angel was furious to see him return. She whacked him with a frying pan, sending him flying down again. Back and forth they went, treating the man like a soccer ball. Neither wanted to deal with him, but then the devil kicked too hard, sending the man straight into God's office. God was fast asleep. The angel and devil tried to quietly remove the man, but he landed right on God's face. Just as they were lifting his soul away, God woke up and saw everything. He punished both the angel and the devil. Then God looked at the beaten man, feeling a little awkward. Still, he didn't let him into heaven. Instead, he gave him another chance and brought him back to life. But the man woke up inside a coffin, though he screamed for help. No one could hear him. In the end, he suffocated alone in the dark. The man
Is this yours?
The missile was just a precaution. You can hardly blame us, Wanda.
This will be your only warning. Stay out of my home.
I wish it could be that simple. You've taken an entire town hostage.
I'm not the one with the guns, Director.
But you are the one in control.
You're still here.
Wanda, I didn't know the drones were armed. I want to help you.
How? What could you possibly have to offer me?
What do you want?
I have what I want, and no one will ever take it from me again.
Stand down!
Is this yours?
How to get rid. Who created the 3 unforgivable curses?
Times when Marvel and DC movies referenced each other. In Spider-Man, the girl fell in love with her friend's brother at first sight. To see him every day, she ignored her friend's warning and went to...
Bro, why isn't my Enderman farm working? They haven't spawned at all for a while now. Let's go up and see, because I need some XP. Bro, like, look, literally no Endermen are here. Like, oh, I see why. I forgot to replace the Kool-Aid, watermelon, and fried chicken. And 6, okay, we put all the fried chicken down. Now let's go back down and see if it works now. Get our fireworks out and land down here. There we go. And let's go! Bro, why isn't my Enderman farm working? They haven't spawned.
I can't believe everybody in my family is a full-time.
After he grew up, he went inside to explain everything, but the man didn't care at all. He was so angry that he rushed in and met his wife by accident. He was sweating and looked like he might throw up. When the woman saw her husband, she was very surprised. She scolded him for following her. "How dare you question me? What are we to each other? Do you even love me?" she said. She was so tired that she didn't have the strength to explain anything. When she tried to leave, the man stopped her and accused her of doing something behind his back. He believed she had betrayed him. He lied and said he had waited for her for 5 years for nothing. In the end, he brought a group of men to the house to have fun. No matter how much his wife explained, he refused to believe her. He insisted on going inside to see what she was hiding. When he entered, he didn't find anything strange. He only saw some black silk on plastic figures. Out of curiosity, he touched the silk, and a lot of golden powder fell out. His wife became scared that the truth would be revealed. She quickly begged him to leave, but he shouted, "Be quiet." After he grew up, he went inside to explain everything, but the man didn't.
I need you to save me. I gave him a chance to prove he can change. He can't.
Thawne messed with the timeline. Now the timeline is fighting back. I say we let it.
Me too. Thawne did this to himself.
Listen to your friends. Let him die. If you want him dead so much, why don't you just kill him yourself? This is the only way to assure his absolute death.
If I learned one thing being a cop, is that you can't just protect the people you think are good. You have to protect everyone.
I need you. I hear the heart.
Wealthy woman came to the hospital to be examined for infertility. The young man reached out and immediately noticed something was wrong. To confirm the wealthy woman's condition more precisely, he activated his heaven's eye and scanned her entire body. He discovered that the wealthy woman's inability to conceive was due to her fiancé's problem. The wealthy woman sat up in shock. She learned that her fiancé suffered from oligospermia. The wealthy woman prepared to go home to break off the engagement. Suddenly, the hospital director and a female doctor barged in. Seeing the wealthy woman's disheveled clothing, they accused the young.
You're wearing it right now?
Not long ago, this boy just.
He slipped the cheating device into his shoe, and every time the dealer played a hand of blackjack, he would tap his feet to tell the device what cards were dealt. It would.
To save her family from assassins, the woman quickly hid.
Did you know that Odin was the original Thanos? So, in Thor Ragnarok, we find out that Odin was originally on a quest to conquer all 9 realms.
Remember?
It wasn't until our silly game saved my daughter's life. When my daughter Iris was 7, she became obsessed with this idea that we needed a secret way to communicate in emergencies. She'd just learned about World War II codebreakers in school and was convinced that every family needed their own private language. I thought it was adorable, so I played along. We spent an entire weekend creating. Here.
Whenever you talk about life after crisis, you never talk about yourself. You're gonna do more than just vanish in crisis, are you?
I don't know how to tell him.
Try with me by your side. Barry keeping this secret all day hasn't felt right. Let's tell him together. Barry and I didn't share everything that we learned about crisis, and you guys deserve to know the truth.
The monitor didn't just warn us that crisis was coming early. There was something else that he said had to happen. When I projected my mind forward, I saw billions of possible futures. The only timeline where everyone survives. I died. I have to die in crisis. None of you.
A man was angry with his wife because he thought she had hurt another woman he liked. He slapped his wife, which woke her up in shock. She then realized that her husband had always seen her as a replacement for the woman he truly loved. Feeling hurt, she decided to divorce him. She said that it wasn't about him choosing the other woman, it was that he never really wanted her. The man became furious and pulled her toward him. He shouted that without her family's support, his family would have never survived. A few days earlier, the couple had gone to a class reunion. Before going in, the wife reminded her husband that he might see his ex-girlfriend there and told him to stay calm. He confidently replied that he knew.
I don't have
To escape from a
Satori. The plump consort.
I heard about you. Major crime, secret weapon.
Back from stuff. Who's that? Oh, wow, who's Volcanismon?
So what are you doing in a police station? Ernie, get down here!
The woman violently pushed her maid into the water. Seeing this, the emperor was quite excited. After asking the eunuch for the woman's address, he began planning how he would spend the night. Once the emperor left, the woman quickly pulled the maid back out, gently drying her off. Though the woman knew the concubine was trying to harm her, she still allowed the concubine to succeed. But when the concubine approached, the woman suddenly opened her eyes and wrapped a silk scarf around the concubine's neck. The emperor clearly shouted to stop her, but the woman only tightened her grip. Sure enough, the emperor grew even more excited. In that moment, the woman took away the emperor's favor from the concubine. She lit an incense, ensuring the emperor would have sweet dreams all night. The next morning, he woke up believing that last night's dream was real. When the woman tried to convince the emperor to lower the concubine's rank, the emperor suddenly turned against her. So the woman had no choice but to first get rid of the people around the concubine. Sure enough, the concubine, just by seeing them talk for a few moments, started to doubt her own people. Using memories from her past life, the woman revealed the concubine's secrets. Immediately, the concubine demanded that she prove her innocence. The woman violently pushed her maid into the water.
Make Michael's your new.
You're the only one that wasn't really affected when I messed with the timeline. I mean, unless you're secretly moonlighting as an ophthalmologist.
A what?
Kidding, nothing. Just a flashpoint joke.
I took your cups
Why?
because I need them.
You're not a med.
Surprise.
Ignoring the problem does not get rid of him. What? Come on, Caitlin.
Not right now, Cisco. I have powers.
What?
What kind of powers?
The cold kind.
Go.
They said it.
The deaf mute girl secretly brought her hearing aid and went back to the village with her boyfriend to meet his parents. That evening, she discovered a shocking secret. It turned out that her mother-in-law had not only put drugs in the milk, but had also instructed her boyfriend's uncle to hide under the bed, waiting for the girl to drink the milk, fall under the drug's effect, and then come out. It was only at that moment that the girl realized she had been deceived by her boyfriend. Terrified, she collapsed on the floor. Fortunately, the mother-in-law didn't know she had a hearing aid and could hear their conversation. To escape, she clutched her stomach and left the room, pretending she had stomach issues and needed to go to the bathroom. At that moment, the uncle, who had been hiding under the bed, crawled out and questioned whether the girl had overheard their conversation. The mother-in-law immediately went to the bathroom to check, only to find the girl was holding her phone, seemingly calling the police. The girl realized the mother-in-law was testing her, so she decided not to call the police. Instead, she sent a text to the telecom company to check her phone bill. Seeing this, the mother-in-law relaxed her guard. Once the mother-in-law left, the girl quickly picked up her phone again and sent an emergency text to the police. However, it would take at least half an hour for the police to arrive. She had no choice but to return to the room and pretend she was unaware of what was happening. But the mother-in-law stayed by the door, watching her, while the uncle hid under the bed, waiting for the right moment. If this continued, she would inevitably be caught. Then, an idea struck her. She took out her medical kit and prepared the anesthesia she had brought with her, planning to knock the uncle unconscious. Once that was done, she would just need to delay for another half hour until the police arrived to rescue her. Just then, she overheard the conversation between the mother-in-law and the uncle. The mother-in-law urged the uncle to wait until the girl's drug effects took hold before coming out, saying that if the girl resisted, they might have to kill her to avoid trouble. Hearing that the uncle had killed someone before, the girl was terrified and immediately texted her boyfriend, asking him to come over that night to stay with her. But from their chat, she sensed something was wrong. She realized the person replying to her messages was not her boyfriend, but her mother-in-law. So, she deliberately said she had forgotten where she put the gift for her mother-in-law, and asked her boyfriend to come help her search for it. The mother-in-law, seeing the opportunity, immediately agreed, and opened the door to come inside. The girl pretended to be under the influence of the drug and told the mother-in-law that the gift was in her bag in the living room. Then, she had the mother-in-law accompany her to search for it. They searched for a long time but couldn't find it. The mother-in-law, anxious, told the girl to stand aside while she searched herself. At that moment, the girl took out the sedative she had prepared and used it to knock out the mother-in-law. Suddenly, the uncle, impatient after waiting, rushed out from under the bed. The girl quickly hid the mother-in-law behind the curtains, then packed her things and ran out of the living room. When she saw the uncle leave her room, she thought that as long as she locked the door and waited for the police to arrive, she would be safe. She even planned to take her boyfriend with her when everything was over. Just then, she heard her father-in-law's voice. It turned out there was still someone hiding under the bed.
Fortunately, her father-in-law was blind, which gave her some relief. He thought it was his brother who had come back, but when he called his brother's name and got no response, he crawled out from under the bed, feeling around. Not hearing anything in the room, he decided to go out and search. The girl, hearing the police would arrive in 2 minutes, felt overjoyed. But then her father-in-law locked the door, turned around, and told the girl that although he was blind, he could smell the fragrance on her. The deaf-mute girl secretly brought her hearing aid and went back to the village with her boyfriend. At first, he didn't realize that she had been poisoned. He only saw a woman running around, so he followed her. After some time, he found out that she had vomited and had fainted. The man wanted to go in and help her, but another woman stopped him. She said, "This is the moment." She claimed the woman was just drunk. Let the woman go and took her back to the wedding room from 5 years. Understood or insulted her. She refused to explain what had happened 5 years earlier. This made the man very angry. He wanted to punish her, so every night he stood by the door and made her watch him with another woman. He even spent 10,000 yuan just to test her feeling, but deep inside, he still wished she would stop him. However, things didn't go as he hoped. The woman didn't fight back. Instead, she smiled and agreed, which only made him more furious. At first, he didn't realize that she had been poisoned. The woman didn't fight back. Instead, she smiled and agreed, which only made him. He hoped the woman didn't fight back. Instead, she smiled and agreed, which only made him more furious. At first, he didn't realize that she had been poisoned.
The princess put on a beautiful dress. Although the skirt was so tight that it made it hard to breathe, she managed to bear with it. The maid secretly hid a dagger in the princess's gown. In front of all their witnesses, the princess and the prince held their wedding ceremony and exchanged rings. According to Oraya tradition, they were required to honor their ancestors, so they took a carriage up the mountain. However, what the princess didn't know was that a deadly plot was waiting for her. When they arrived at the cave, the queen was already there, waiting for them. The queen told them that a terrifying monster lived inside the cave and frequently attacked the villagers. To protect her people, the king had made a deal with the monster, offering up his 3 daughters in exchange for peace in the kingdom. To commemorate this heart-wrenching story, every newlywed couple had to perform an ancient ritual here. The queen made a small cut on the prince's and the princess's hands, mixing their blood together. Then, she gave the princess a gold coin and instructed her to throw it into the valley as a prayer for the kingdom's peace. Once the ceremony was over, the prince hurriedly took the princess by the hand and led her out of the cave. At that moment, the princess, lost in happiness, didn't notice the murderous glint in the prince's eyes. As they reached the middle of the bridge, the prince suddenly pushed the princess into the valley. Fortunately, the valley was filled with tree branches that cushioned her fall, and she wasn't severely injured. She screamed for help, waking the sleeping dragon nearby. It was then that she noticed the scattered belongings of women around her, and she realized with horror that she had become a sacrifice. At that moment, a distant light caught her eye. As she approached, she saw a small bird on fire. She quickly smothered the flames with dirt, but the bird still died. As she mourned, more and more flickering flames appeared around her. To her shock, it was thousands of burning birds. Fear gripped her heart as the dragon, step by step, began to approach. The princess put on a beautiful...
You better stop asking me my real name and be wearing less clothes.
This player just did the
In 1 week, you'll
Hardcore is so annoying sometimes.
In 2 weeks, you'll know more.
The bride was asked to publicly prove her chastity. Her maid tried to stop it, but was pushed to the ground. The matron lifted the curtain, only to be kicked away by the bride. Then, the bride stepped forward and agreed to the inspection. However, she insisted that they first check the groom, to see if he had any physical issues. Furious, the matron tried to slap her, but the bride slapped her back, knocking her down. The matron then ordered the guards to seize the woman, but in the process, one of the guards accidentally tossed her into the air. Then, just as accidentally, she fell from a pillar, directly landing into the man's arms. The woman immediately fell in love with him. At that moment, the groom rushed over to meet the bride. When she saw the mother-in-law, the woman's secret weapon suddenly appeared. She immediately realized the groom and his stepmother were having an affair, and exposed them right then and there. The groom, in a panic, tried to silence her, but the woman quickly hid behind the man. Under the man's pressure, the groom reluctantly agreed to verify their parent-child relationship. Seeing that the woman's secret weapon could truly confirm biological connections, the groom suddenly didn't want to go through with the verification. However, the man threatened him, and the groom quickly admitted to the affair with his stepmother. The bride...
Hidden Sand Junitari! You'll accept my challenge to fight here and now!
บอกแล้วไงมึงไม่ต้องมาดูฉันหรอกนะ
คืออะไร ก็ฉันบอกว่าฉันมาดูสวน
ดูสวนที่ไหนอะตั้งใจมาสอนสอน
ก็เธอจะให้ฉันทำยังไงอะ
ตั้งเยอะแยะว้าย
The bartender slid me a nap.
An IQ of 85 to 100.
On the day of the girl's birthday, the adopted daughter wanted to compete for favor. She jumped down from the rooftop. The next second, the adopted daughter stood up with a stiff body. She started eating the cake that should have belonged to the girl. At this moment, the woman found her biological daughter had mysteriously died at the birthday party. The woman knew it was the adopted daughter who caused it. Two guys tried to hit on a girl. This cowboy had been alive.
This woman showed up at her current boyfriend and best friend's wedding. However, instead of being angry about their betrayal, she threw out $1 million as a blessing for the two of them. The boyfriend realized she was humiliating him. The best friend got furious and ordered the security to throw the woman out. But the woman broke free from the security and ran toward the exit. She then ran straight into a billionaire. After learning that the woman needed help, the billionaire immediately carried her away from that awful place. The woman saw that the billionaire was her type, so she didn't refuse him. But after snuggling up to him, she quietly left while he was asleep. Later, the woman gave birth to twins, fathered by the billionaire. To raise her children, she decided to go for a
This is the girl's first time filming a kissing scene. Her co-star is a superstar. Shouty still can't believe it.
잘 봤거든요.
A month ago, she almost gave up on her 8-year dream of stardom. Suddenly, a famous agent discovered her. This agent has developed many big stars.
So, you got any last words, Garrett? I'm sorry if while you left, I thought about what I did, and it was kind of messed up. I can't lie. So yeah, sorry. So what now? Well, that was very touching. But you two are gonna come with me.
Wow. I have some ideas for Minecraft bases. Junimon.